Jessica and Carmen here, together with Love Vanity Rose. We're going to be going over some of our items. We did a trade-off this time. We traded off some of our primers, setting powders, and setting sprays.
Cool. So first what we'll do is go through our favorites of each. We actually don't have too many sprays or powders, but we do have a lot of primers. So I guess I'll go with my favorite first, and my favorite was the Smashbox Photo Finish in Foundation Primer Oil Free. See that? Cool. Okay, so when you do it down. And this worked best because, like I said before, my skin is very oily. I have oily T-zone. Right now I have combination skin, so I have some patches here I'm trying to get rid of. So this works best for my skin.
Alrighty, so my favorite out of the bundle we have here is the Benefit Professional. I really like this. It is meant for people with oily skin, but even me being dry, I will still use this. This is actually, this one's Carmen's. I'm actually going to be picking this up because I loved it that much. What I liked about that product is it is a protective barrier just like all primers, but I felt like it gave me a nice satin finish, and I liked that there was just a touch of color to it.
And now we're going to go through our misses. These are some that I've just collected over the last couple of months that didn't really work for me. And the first one is the Pore Refining Solution Stay Matte Hydrator. I'm not sure if it's actually a primer, but it is for dry combination to oily, which is me. You're supposed to put it on your T-zone, and it's supposed to curb excess oil and shine for 8 hours while staying comfortably matte. I don't want to say it did exactly that. It didn't really work at all. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a miss, so not too much to say about that.
I don't really have much to say about that one, just being that it's meant mainly for oily skin and for large pores, and I have neither. So next is the Photo Fix Wrinkle Filler and Primer. Right here. This is, I'm sorry, I don't even know who this one is.
That's my Boots, and keep putting it in my face.
I'm sorry. Okay, so this one's by Boots. This one was just okay, just no wow factor for me. It didn't compare to the Benefits Professional, which is my favorite out of all of these, so not really a hit for me. It was more of a miss.
I actually like this one. It worked for a couple of days, and then it stopped working. My sister brought it home for me when she used to work for Boots. It worked really good, and I was so shocked that it worked because it was from Target. But just after those 3 days, it stopped working, and it was a disappointment. So the last one that we have is this Prime Time Oil Control Foundation Primer by Bare Essentials. And there was really no wow factor for me on this. It was just a very basic primer, and that's about it. Can't really talk too much about it.
Same deal. This one is again for oil control, which I am normal to dry. These were hers, and I did try them all. Again, no wow factor. I actually found it a little too drying for my skin, being that I am dry. So it's definitely probably something good for an oily person, but it's really based on your own opinion. She didn't care for it, and she's oily. So on a normal day, I use the Laura Mercier primer. I actually didn't bring that. I can always link a picture. We both have tried it. I really just was really impressed with the Benefits Professional, so even for me, it didn't compare. I think it has no wow factor. It was just a great primer for my makeup, but I really like the Benefits Professional.
And then I've tried the Laura Mercier before, and that had no wow factor for me. It was just too thin. I'd like to feel some sort of protective barrier. I like for it to be thick on my face. I want to be able to feel it, that it's working or tingling. I don't know. Alright, so the next one we want to go through are the powders. Good.
So we actually are in agreement that this is probably like the best setting powder. We both love it. It is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I'll be posting pictures because there's a glare in here. It does have a slight color to it. It is slight tinted of a yellow, which works for us yellow skinned type women. We have yellow color in our skin. I really like it because it does do the job. It sets my makeup for all day wear. What I do like about it is the tint, because a lot of the setting powders can come in white, and I feel like it does have a white, no good. It does give you a white cast, especially when you're taking pictures with a flash. You'll have a ghostly white. So I really do like this Laura Mercier.
Yeah, and then actually that was the issue with this Makeup Forever Professionals HD Definition Powder. I've heard a lot of people say that before, so I kind of wanted to give it a try for myself, and I took a lot of ghostly pictures.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's actually, it almost looks like cornstarch. It's really weird. But we didn't like it at all. I think we're just a little too dark for this. This is
definitely a miss for us brown girls.
Alright, and the last ones that we're going to talk about are the sprays or setting mists. The first one that I tried was, I don't know which one, the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, and it says this is oil control. It is not. We'll just post a picture of it. From what I've heard, makeup setting sprays, they're just supposed to set your makeup. They're not supposed to actually control oil or do anything else. It's just supposed to set your makeup so that it doesn't oxidize on your skin. Actually, no. It oxidizes at that moment, I believe, and not anytime later, and it turns orange, or I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. But it didn't really work. I want to say it's a miss. I actually just like the feeling of it. I like being able to spray something on my face and think that it's setting my makeup.
I also did try this one. It is for oil control. Again, I don't know. I don't have oily skin, so I can't really talk too much about the oil control. What I can say is it does have a dry finish. Once you spray it, it sets and it kind of dries up very fast. I'm more of I want a dewy feel to my setting spray, so it was a miss for me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my setting spray. This one's e.l.f. I love it because it's very inexpensive. It's super cheap. You can find it at Target, but this gives me my dewy feel that I'm looking for, and it wakes my skin up during the day, well, early morning when I'm firsting my makeup. But if my skin is feeling a little tired, or if I feel like I just need a little pick-me-up, I really like this. It really does the job for me.
And I liked it. It was okay. I think what attracted me to it was all of the green tea, cucumber, and all those vitamins that you can spray on your face. And I actually heard that you can spray this before you put on your foundation as just kind of like a little pick-me-up. I guess she already said that. But it does smell really good. And
it has a nice tingly feel.
Does it really tingle?
It just a touch. I thought it did. I felt like it felt good.
I don't know about that.
I like it. It's a nice dewy one for us dry to normal skin girls.
Let's catch one.
I'm scared.
We all look like that when we're spraying it, trying to catch it, right?
I just got directly right in my face. Wake up. No!
Spray fight! Alright, you guys, so that's it for our primer powder spray video trade-off. Stay tuned for the rest of our videos. We're going to try and upload a video every Friday, depending on our work schedule. Like we said before, we do this at work, so it just depends on how busy we are at work. But we'll definitely try to get some videos out for you guys. Bye.
Thanks.